Hi there, it's the Angry Environmentalist back with you again today. And why am I angry? I'm angry because of the crappy products that are designed, and they're designed to be crappy, and they create this whole stream of waste that nobody seems to give a crap about. And that would include, some of the largest companies on the planet. They act as if we're just going to keep throwing it away and disposing of it somewhere magical, like it's going to go into outer space somewhere, instead of, these are real products we have to deal with, and let's do it thinking about, hey, I might have some children or some children's children, grandchildren, somebody I care about, and I'd like to leave this place not a goddamn shithole for everyone else. So, sorry about the foul language, but I really get upset sometimes because, it's just a big ploy by companies not to take responsibility for things they should take responsibility for. Our parents teach us if we do something bad, we're supposed to go and fix it up. Well, what about you companies? What about the heads of the companies? Where's your responsibility in all this? You can't just lay it all on the consumer. You design a crappy product and that's the only offerings available. That's what our choice is, either to buy it or not buy it. And one day we're gonna maybe all decide not to buy it, and I guess that'll put us all out of business or something. I don't know, but I'm really mad about it because so much of it's just bad product design, and not spending a little bit extra money to make a product more durable and long lasting. Now, I don't know if you've all seen this. They call it the International Recycling Symbol. Well, that's not what it is. That's the bottom of it. The top is reduce. Second one's reuse. Third one's recycle. So that's the product design is supposed to be, one, reduce waste. And that's through the whole product stream. You can't just count that as a company saying, oh, we use less product. You got to think about the whole life cycle of your product, from the time it heads out your factory door and go into your marketing people or wherever to sell it in the retail outlets, to the time your consumer disposes of it. That's your consumer. Okay, you got to take responsibility for your life cycle of your product all the way through. You can't just say, well, once it heads out the factory door, we managed to reduce the waste on this product by 5%. And I'm going to give you an example, okay? I'm a recreational hockey player. Ice hockey, as it's called in lots of places around the world. Ice hockey, is a popular sport in my country, right? I'm Canadian, okay? So what we have is some big companies like Easton, right? They manufacture, they make baseball, they make helmets of various sorts for football and cycling. They're the Easton Bell outfit. They did $775 million in gross sales last year in 2008. So, they're not a small company or without resources or without people to design products properly. So what I got here is well, first of all, I'm going to kind of rail against the whole idea that, everyone's selling you these one-piece sticks. Well, here's a two-piece stick, see? This is a two-piece stick, okay? And this is where it joins up, so it has this product that goes in this other product, right? This is, an Easton stick, right? I buy Easton stuff, guys. Hello? Paul Harrington with your $2.4 million salary, Mr. CEO. I buy Easton products, okay? I'm not very happy with them overall because, in a way, they're crappy. Okay? Crappy. Now, according to your statements, you guys design better quality products than your competitors. Well, you got to think about the life cycle of these products, and right now I'd say, I don't know what your competitors' products are like because I mostly buy Easton stuff, but it's crappy. Here's the blade that goes in the two-piece product, and I'll get back to that whole two-piece and one-piece idea in a minute. This is the hockey blade. This is one of their mid-level blades as far as I can tell. It's an Easton stick, Lidstrom, my favorite guy because I'm a defenseman. So I'm a rec hockey player, and that's what most of their sales go to, rec hockey players, okay? Or recreational users. They're not professional athletes or people like me. I play once a week, don't practice, no contact league. This is what happens with their hockey stick after six uses, okay? If it doesn't break there, it breaks down right here on the end here, okay? The hockey stick never gets any use there. Why? Because they don't put enough resin here. They don't put enough resin to maintain it. If it doesn't break down there, lots of times it breaks down here. Now this is a no contact league, No slashing, hooking, holding. Of course, there's always going to be some of that in any hockey level, but you know, we're an over 35 league, so there's not a lot of it, and it's not even actually a league. It's no contact, no slap shots, nothing like that. So there's stick breaks down here, 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 sometimes here, and I've even seen it up there, because they don't spend an extra 35 cents or 50 cents in rosin. They put it on so thin, you can see it, I hope, that the material, the fabric material they use, the fiberglass, is barely covered, and that's where it always breaks down, just like here. They didn't put enough rosin on it, okay? So it's crappy. 6 uses. 6 uses. I play hockey once a week. That's what happens to me. And I tape it extremely well. I found that putting a little bit of hockey tape here and over the top, all the way over the top, in addition to the usual wrapping, okay? And this is how well wrapped my stick is now. Okay? Totally wrapped. Even the end part. Why do I wrap this end part? I never had to do that before. Because you guys don't put enough rosin on there. That helps protect my stick and make it last a little bit longer. You care about the environment? You think we're going to be around in 50 or 100 years on this planet if everyone keeps building crappy products? Okay? Hello, Easton, Paul Harrington, wake up! Okay, wake up! We don't have much time here. Okay. Design it better. Here's what I did. In my backyard, I went out, I bought some rosin at my local, hardware store. I put enough rosin on it. See this? You can't see that fabric anymore. It's covered by sufficient rosin. I guarantee you that this is going to last probably, I'd say conservatively, twice as long as the other one. Okay, now here's my little experiment. I actually put some polyester, some type of polyester tape on it, and then rosined it up. You can kind of see I screwed that up. It's all messed up. It's very lumpy. But that's because you guys, you're making a crappy product. And, in fairness to Easton, your product's not any different than any of the other guys out there, And this whole idea of selling these whippy one-piece sticks, and basically you go into a store now, a hockey store, and like 80% of the sticks are these whippy sticks. Well, where's your environmental responsibility when that stick's getting tossed away? We're talking about rec players. We're not talking about elite NHL elite players that can actually take advantage of a stick like that, and it might make the experience a little more enjoyable for the fan. We're talking about guys who go out and play once a week. Hello? You don't care? It's all about sales? You don't give a shit if you have to get rid of the planet? Oh, well, we got one more sale today. We're going to chalk that up in our 10Q or whatever it is. 10, one more stick goes out the door. How about charging an extra couple of bucks, designing something a little bit better? Your profit's going to go up. Everything's going to get better. You guys say you do that already? Okay, I call bullshit on that, Mr. Paul Harrington. Bullshit. And probably to all your competitors, too. That's the Angry Environmentalist signing off for today.